What's really crazy is watching what's going on in the Ukraine right now. My father, President Trump, perhaps still your president, best president we've had in a long time, and looking at Joe Biden, honestly, I don't know who the president is, but it doesn't seem like it's Joe Biden. Trump warned in South Carolina that we're on the brink of World War III. Check out the clip.
Through weakness and incompetence, Joe Biden has brought us to the brink of World War III. We're at the brink of World War III, just in case anybody doesn't know it. As president, I will bring back peace through strength. Peace through strength would have never happened. If I was president, there would not have been a war with Russia in Ukraine. Zero chance. And Lindsey would be happy with that. That's better than any alternative. Wouldn't have happened. And I will say this, even now, despite tremendous loss of lives and destruction of much of that country.
He's right. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev literally went out there saying, hey, if Russia's defeated, maybe we're going to have to resort to nuclear weapons. Like, they have an arsenal of like 6,000 nuclear weapons. They have more nuclear weapons than we do. Now, I'm not sure all of them work, but it doesn't take many. A very tiny percentage of them have to work. Now, I'll say this. What we've seen in Russia on the front in Ukraine is probably one of the great underperformances in military history. I mean, I think everyone in the world, including the Russians, thought they were going to go in there and then 2 weeks later, turns out their equipment sucks. They've been somewhat of a paper tiger, but millions of people are losing their lives because of this nonsense. And the Biden administration is actively increasing the likelihood of World War III by supplying Ukraine with things that were previously off the table. Last March, less than 1 year ago, Joe Biden told a group of Democrats that, quote, offensive weapons like tanks to Ukraine would start World War III with a nuclear power. Watch. Listen for yourself.
The idea that we're going to send in offensive equipment and have planes and tanks and trains going in with American pilots and American crews, just understand, and don't kid yourself, no matter what you all say, that's called World War III. Okay? Let's get it straight here, guys.
I actually agree with that idiot for the first time probably in a long time. I mean, he actually delivered that sentence without blah, 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 having marbles in his mouth, which is surprising, right? Maybe it's serious enough to merit that. But what changed? 10 months later? Nothing changed. Now we're sending M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine, when the president himself literally said less than a year ago that could be the start of World War III. Now, I get it, folks. None of this stuff is going to stop until the money stops, okay? We've sent $130 billion over there. Make no mistake, okay? People over there are getting rich, okay? And people over here are getting rich. Our military-industrial complex is chomping at the bit. They're loving this. They watched Big Pharma and Pfizer and Moderna and Johnson. They watched those guys get rich during the pandemic, and they're saying, hey guys, it's our turn. Put me in. So when the Democrats and the Republicans, some of the warmonger Republicans tell you, well, a lot of it's going to boost the American economy. Hey guys, it's going to boost the American economy right into World War III. Give me a fucking break. Okay? I don't want to hear it. It's bullshit. Okay? But as long as that spigot is open and people are making billions, no one's coming to the table. We're creating the next oligarch class of billionaires in Ukraine who's probably taking half of this stuff and selling it off to who knows. You've already seen Putin's negotiating with the Taliban to buy the billions that we left there to use against the weapons that we've sent here. I mean, it's never going to end. But even Biden said that we're risking World War III, and yet we keep doing it.